Hello, and welcome to the Venue Coach Blueprint for Owners. I'm Kyle Labar. This podcast is all about helping you fill your wedding venue with more bookings, earn more from each one, and keep your customers happy for a long time. We'll also talk about some tough times and big lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's dive in together and make your venue the best spot for weddings. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Venue Coach. And today's episode I wanted to talk about promotions and deals and the offerings and things like that. And I've talked about this in the past, but it's come to the forefront of my mind because we are switching seasons soon from spring to summer. And what we like to do at our venues is not actually reinvent the wheel every season or every holiday with changing our offer a whole lot. We might change it a bit, but really what we like to do is we like to have our core offer and we know the prices for peak times as well as downtimes. So our real downtimes are really only in the winter, just based on where we're at in Dallas. We have January, February that gets slow, but the other months we stay fairly busy. And so I know you're thinking that must be nice if you're in a colder place or you don't have climate controlled for like an old barn or that sort of thing. Totally fine. This still works regardless of your calendar and what's available. You just have to fit it to you and your particular situation. But what we like to do is beyond just having a bit of a discount for those slower months, we of course will have discounts for during the week, slightly cheaper price on Fridays versus Sundays, or Fridays and Sundays versus Saturdays. But we build our core offer, which I think I talked about in the past couple of episodes. But we have the reception plus the ceremony plus the photo booth is our current one. Um, at some point we might remove the photo booth and just keep it as an upcharge. But what we do is that's our core, whatever the core offer is, that's what we use, and then we just change the name of the offer. And so it could be a Valentine's Day special, it could be a summer special. We could do a close out for the end of the year. We can do, you can pick a holiday. Alex Hormozy, who I think is just a phenomenal business mind, he he just says make up a reason. Like think of frat parties, and they would have any name and like toga party or spring fling or whatever it was. They just put a new name on it. All it is an excuse to party, and so for our industry, we just put a name on it and it's our excuse to have a good deal or an offer. And so that's how we like to do it. And it makes it a bit easier. We can put timelines on it. We can say this deal's good until the end of the month or for the next 2 weeks. You have to book now or book within a week, that sort of thing. Then you can use that as, hey, like you can use that as leverage. The deal ends at the end of the month, so we need a decision adds urgency. Or we're only doing this for the next 10 couples that book adds scarcity. And if you combine the two, we're only doing this for the next 10 that book by the end of the month, and we're already at 6. Now you've created scarcity and urgency. So it's a way to build in those extra motivators to get people to book more quickly. And I think that that's actually had a good impact on our ability to book so quickly after touring. So we book we book 50% of our bookings on the same day as the tour, and the other 50% are within 5 days. And so I think that the urgency that helps with the urgency. Then of course how you guys are presenting the the information during the tours and that sort of thing, how you're communicating, that also helps with urgency. So, but as far as deals go and what to call them and pricing and packaging, that sort of thing, really we just to reiterate, we like to just keep the same pricing and offer and just change the name of what it is. Excuse me, but putting a new wrapping paper on it, if you will, and re-gifting the same package. So hope you found that helpful. If you did, please drop a comment, share it, or subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.